Yo, 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 welcome back, welcome back. So, in this episode, we're gonna take it kind of chill. We're just gonna do some UI stuff, prepare everything, probably no coding, and we'll just take it easy and just kind of try to design the whole minting thing. Grab some drink, chillax, enjoy, just kind of watch this meditational experience. All right? So, first of all, we're definitely gonna need a new scene. Which is going to be a control scene, which we're gonna call Candymachine Mint Scene. Okay, and we are saving that right here. So Candymachine Mint Scene right here. We'll save it right here. And for all the convenience, we're gonna start it off in this login scene. And just right here, we're gonna make it the path to scene. The scene to load is going to be this copy path, this scene right here. They just maybe add some sort of a panel, which is gonna be full screen, and we just add in. Let's just see if this even loads up. Okay, so we'll make it this in the center, and we just say hello. So let's try. Connect wallet, and yeah, hello, and I'm logged in with this wallet, and all my NFTs are starting to load up. Yeah, so that's really bullish, really cool. Yep, so let's just build. So the way we're going to do this is something like this. So we're gonna do it like a VBox, I think, a container. So this is gonna be the background, and VBox container is gonna be just full screen. And in the first one, we're going to add just the label, which is gonna say mint and NFT. Okay, so mint the NFT. No, an NFT minter. Let's just call it Candymachine NFT minter. So with this, you're also gonna learn a bit about how to kind of make these nice looking UIs. I mean, nice in a way. I'm not gonna get too fancy with this. So just label and just scene name. Okay. So this is gonna be like so. Maybe let's make its font size a bit bigger. Candymachine NFT minter. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And let's also maybe do one thing. Let's put it inside. Margin container. And margin basically just cuts off all the edges. So let me show you how this is going to work. So if I put up this, we can say this is going to be the content. Okay, scene content. We're gonna put it inside the margin container, and here we're gonna set some offsets. So for example, 20, 20, 20, 20. So what happens now is all this content just is a little offset a little bit. I mean, it just gives it a nicer thing, right? So we just set the margins of this. Cool. And now let's add another, I think maybe an HBox container. We'll see if this is what we want. Maybe let's do a panel container. So it's gonna give us a nicer view. And inside the panel container, we're going to add an HBox container. So the way I want to to make it is so that on one side is going to be this NFT of the collection and the name, and on the other side is going to be the description and all the information. And just wait this, you're going to understand. HBox means that we're going to horizontally place some containers inside this panel container. So what I could do is maybe in the first one, I'll also add another VBox container. It's getting quite difficult to understand, but you'll soon understand. So let me show you. I'm gonna be adding texture rect right here. And the texture, let's just do a simple, this icon SVG like that. Okay, and now you're kind of starting to see, in a way. So if I have this, in this panel, this is the panel container, right? And inside the panel container, I have this HBox container. So if I just multiply it multiple times, you can see it just adds more inside, it adds more inside that, okay? So, and we have this VBox container, texture rect. And let's also maybe let's also maybe add, so this is gonna be the collection displayable. It's gonna have a visual, so we're gonna load the collection NFT right here, like to display the collection visual. And also we're going to add a label, and the label is going to be the coolest collection. Let's make the visual not keep size but fit proportionally. And let's do just keep centered. Maybe let's make it some custom minimum size. So let's say maybe 512. No, 256 and 256. Yeah, kind of like that. So yeah, and for this, let's also center it. And now we have like this collection kind of thingy thing happening. Okay. And yeah, so now we have this, and we also want to add like description. We're also gonna like juggle this up a little bit, but we have the coolest collection. Maybe also like rename it a little bit. Not rename it. Maybe just gonna make a size a bit bigger. Yeah, the coolest collection. Also maybe, yeah, kind of like that. Make it wrap, and also something like 256. Width is gonna be 256. If you're using auto wrap mode of Word, you need like to set custom minimum size, so it wouldn't like it would throw warning. So this is going to be the name, okay, the name of the collection. And now, so we have this collection displayable. And also we're gonna need to add a couple other things. So we have in this HBox container, let's add another VBox container. And this is one is gonna be the collection details. And in collection details, we're going to add another label, which we will say that this NFT collection brings the bestest vibes in the community of Web3 LFG builders. Okay, something like this. Let's also maybe kind of like size it up a little bit. Make it like with Word size to be like, I don't know, like something like 500. Center it, kind of like that. So okay, and now we have this thing. So another thing we're gonna add. So with this we're gonna change this. This label we're going to change with by getting the Candymachine ID and getting the information. So this is just like also a placeholder. This is a placeholder. This is a placeholder. This is a placeholder as well. So why not add another placeholder? Let's do progress bar. With this we're going to show how many were minted. Okay, so let's say minimum value is going to be 0. And the maximum, yeah, max 100. So it's gonna be like how many percent is minted. Step 0.01, I think it's okay. No, maybe let's do percent to be 1. So every 1%. So let's see if we set the value to this, the value changes kind of, okay? Let's maybe add not a font color. Let's add fonts, font styles, fill. Yeah, let's maybe make it into some color. So maybe, I don't know, something like pink, okay? And the background color, let's also make it something like pink, but darker. So kind of like this. Kind of like so. Yep. I mean, kind of. So this is going to be mint progress bar. So with this in percentage base, not in percentage, but we're gonna basically be able to show how many were minted. So all right, so this is gonna be the description. This is the mint progress bar, but this shows right here 50%. So we probably will want to show something like 20 out of 500 minted. All right, so maybe let's have no progress. Let's not show the percentage. Yeah, let's not show the percentage, and then let's make it custom minimum size on Y to be like 100, not 100, maybe like 50. No, let's make it like 30 or something. Yeah, and also maybe inside right here, we could also add a child of label, and we'll just basically center it in here. And here we'll say something like 20 out of 56, no, 69 minted, right? Kind of like this. This is what we want to show. Okay, and the last thing we're gonna add is gonna be basically buttons to mint. So we have the percentages, and now we just need to add some buttons. Also, maybe it just kind of looks kind of, let's center. Let's maybe before doing that, let's just center everything up to it looks kind of nice. So in this, instead of begin, because now it kind of like contains everything in begin, let's center it. So it's all now in the center. Let's also do one more thing. So let's, in layout, container sizing, or in horizontal, let's shrink center. So it's not like filled up all the screen. It shrinks to what are the limits of this. See? Now shrunk up to be this size. Okay? So this panel is shrunken up like that. Here we can also maybe make it center. Yeah, so it kind of looks kind of nicer like that. And we can also maybe do one more thing. We can like space everything up a little bit. So we can go to theme overrides of the scene content and maybe like add like some 20 or like 40. Oops, no. Basically, we're just spacing all the items. So we're spacing this thing with this thing, all right? And the same way we can also space these things as well. So we can go to constants and maybe like do 20, right? So we're separating these things, okay? So yeah, we have this. We can also separate these as well. Maybe add a bit more separation as well, like something like 20 as well, right? Starting to look kind of like something. And let's now like add those buttons. So we're gonna do another VBox container because we want buttons to maybe be like closer to each other, like as in like buttons, right? So like this is gonna be like mint buttons. And they're gonna be button, of course. Oh, let's do button lock. You'll see button lock is a very cool feature, and which you're gonna see what I mean by it. So maybe we can actually set it up even right now. So button lock, one button. This is gonna be open mint button, and this is going to say mint, and maybe we can like set a price, right? 0.1 sol, so people know what they're minting. Right? Open mint button, and you can see right here, button lock. No, I don't think we need the button lock. We need token lock. Token button lock. Yeah, so let's add it. Token button lock. And you'll see right here, token address, unlock amount. So check this out. I'm gonna say that to unlock, you need 0.1. If you don't add any address, this is gonna treat this button as a sol button. And this means that when you go into this scene, this button is gonna check your balance in this token, and if you have less than this button is gonna be deactivated, disabled. You're not gonna be able to click on it if you don't have enough of this token. Okay, and let's also add another button. This is a button, and let's do token mint button. And for this, we'll say this should be like that address of that token that we had right here in our token settings, right? So we need to check if person has at least one of these tokens, so they would be able to mint, right? Mint with token. Okay. Let's also separate these out a little bit. Also, maybe I should probably like change this color, so I wouldn't need to change the buttons too much. So maybe let's in the styles right here of this thing, let's maybe make it also kind of like, oh, this looks kind of ugly. Yeah, oh, this looks kind of nice. So also one more thing, maybe I should also add another margin container here as well to make it look kind of nicer. See, and I'm just going to do constants like, I don't know, 10. 10. Okay, and now just kind of looks a bit nicer. So for this, let's. Oh, we could also probably do like, I'm gonna show you this. Maybe you don't want the mint buttons to be exactly look like this percentages. So I could also do layout, container sizing, and shrink center as well. And this I would do exactly the same. I will do shrink center. But maybe let's also add a custom minimum size. So maybe something like 300. Yeah, 300 kind of seems to be kind of nice. 300. Yep. See, so kind of like this. And now if we wanna maybe like separate them a bit more. Yeah, kind of like that. Maybe it looks kind of cool. Kinda, I mean, yeah, kinda. I guess. I guess this is gonna have to do. I like we already spent almost half an hour now creating this. But I really hope like you learned a couple things about how to make UI like that. So one more thing I'm going to add now, which is gonna be pretty interesting, is I'm going to add for this visual, I'm going to add a displayable asset. Displayable. Oh wait, asset. A displayable asset script. And you can see right here on this one, we can add the visual, the image size 256. Name label is going to be this. Symbol label doesn't matter. Balance label doesn't matter because the asset can be like you can either display an NFT or a token. In this case, we're displaying an NFT. So what we're going to do, and select button, like we don't need to select this thing, so it doesn't matter. So now what this means is in the script that we're going to create in the next episode, we're going to be able to call this displayable NFT and put data into it. So like it will load up that collection NFT. It's all going to get clear in the next episode. Yeah, so I guess this is kind of it. And let's see, I guess I'll see you in the next episode where we're actually going to stitch this up and fetch data from Candymachine and show this nicely. All right, so bye-bye.